In this raid, I'm running with a full 4-man squad, but the game plays out very differently than usual. Early on, things go sideways, and I end up losing all 3 teammates, which completely changes the pace and priorities of the raid. From there, it turns into a survival focused run. 4 kills secured, a tense 1v2 situation, and the main goal becomes recovering as much gear as possible. I managed to secure the kits from all 3 fallen teammates, so they can go into the next raid with almost no cost. This video isn't about rushing fights, it's about adapting when plans fail, making smart decisions under pressure, and turning a bad situation into a profitable outcome. Starting off with spawns. Green marker is where we spawn, and the red markers are our closest enemy spawns. So right of the spawn, we have very close team on the right, and we also have a very close team on the left. We can hear the parking lot safe beeping, and we also can hear the strongbox on my left beeping. So there is 2 teams that are for sure close to us, and we will fight very, very soon. Most of the times we always decide to fight the team on our left, so the team that is closest to the middle, because it's kinda easier to control that with only right side peaks, and we can always come back to the ticket hall and keep that position for ourselves. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to just stay in the ticket hall and get pushed by 2 sides at the same time. Here, my friend downs and fully kills one. I see another one running away, so we just try to catch up and to finish the squad. At this moment, I realized I did not hear anything in front, so he definitely ran down the stairs. I think a couple of seconds later, my friend also calls that he is running away, that he hears him under the bridge. We know that there is another team behind us, so I start pinging, like, hey, why did we relinquish our position? Why is no one still in the ticket hall? We are like 4 men chasing 1 guy, which is a really dumb idea anyways. My friend will just loot the guy he killed, and we need to get back, and we need to take the ticket hall position for ourselves again. Okay, so we know my friend got shot by M24. Thankfully didn't kill him. We know there are snipers outside, and they are waiting and guarding the position, so the only option, honestly, is to push them from 2 sides, which we did, or just to go inside and run away because you don't really want to fight M24s. But we honestly do not care, we would rather kill them than to let them play with 1 bullet and yeah, just play outside of the map, so we decided to push them. As you can see, I had a really bad timing. The moment I unscoped, the guy peeked, which made me miss a lot of shots and made him very scared, so he turned around and ran away. Here, my friend managed to find one, managed to kill him. It was a headshot, so we were not sure if this was the only guy that was outside or there were more people. Here, my friend was pinging for me to cover the stairs because he's just gonna quickly loot the guy. I didn't see anything on the stairs. I said, yeah, the stairs are safe, but watch out, like around. He smoked himself, but in this season smokes are very, very bugged, and he ends up getting headshotted by a SJ and one red bullet in the mag. I heard where he shot from. I was just immediately pushing the position while watching the left because I don't know if it's a little bit closer, a little bit further. I honestly thought that he's next to this house, but he already managed to run away, and I mean, at least he tried to run away, but I managed to catch him and I managed to shot him in his back. It was a chest shot or a back shot, but it's a chest hitbox. He instantly fell, so that was the last guy from the team. Actually, this guy in front I'm playing with is my dad, and yes, I do play with my dad. He's really amazing, and I like spending time with him. He scooped my friend. I said, okay, just loot the other guy that he killed also, and we had a call that our other friend, that he was inside of the ticket hall, he heard something, he heard people pushing, so I immediately just, when I heard the call, went straight into the ticket hall. The call was actually here, so I decided to put everything in my 9-6 backpack that I took from the guy and to run back into the ticket hall. Yep, I know, you cannot shoot through the doors. But in my defense, the texture on these doors are really bad. You cannot see the texture. For example, this window on the right in my scope, you can see the texture of the window, but you cannot see the texture on the doors, which is kind of fucked me over. It's not the first time that I did that, but yeah. I was late with the cover. I should have immediately pushed in. We had a call that they are going down the stairs, but they were not going down the stairs. So I decided to just hold the door. Was a bad decision from me. I should have just pushed in and just wiped them from the side. My father initially knocked one outside in the toilets. I saw the biker, I started fighting with the biker, but I didn't manage to down him. Then the other guy started shooting at me. Decided to push him. He was in a bigger advantage. He had a right side peek, but I managed to like pre-fire him on the sound, and I managed to kill him. So I was left in potentially 2v2 situation. This guy managed to get up, and yeah. unfortunately, I was very hesitant to push the guy on my right because the biker was holding his angles, and I know if he has a biker helmet that he has level 6 armor and that he also has like a really good gun, so with really good ammo. So I was half armor, um, not so great with positioning, so I decided to just wait to see how it plays out. My father was closing the distance anyway in the toilet, so we had one guy pinched. We just needed to shot the guy or close the his peaks from the other side so he doesn't spray us down in the back. Again, I don't really know why I played this so badly. I should have just pushed in and just naded the guy or just sprayed him. As I said, the guy had one bullet in fucking Lapua. I shot him with a level 5 bullet, but didn't manage to down him even though it was in the chest. Um, but yeah, my father goes down completely. My fault because the guy on the left shot him. I didn't cover the left or the right. I was kind of 90% sure that my father was gonna finish the guy in front of me, but it didn't play out that well. Unfortunately. Here, I went for the full reset to heal my arm, to pack the mags. I already did a lot of mistakes this fight, so I decided to just take it slowly and to do as little mistakes as possible and to finish the last two people from the squad. So, really good info to have is one guy has a biker helmet, which means that he also has like a really good headset, either Commando or GS2s. The other guy is kinda deaf. He has a level 5 helmet on with level 4 visor, so you kinda need to know to stay close because I'm using SH65, which has low sound blocking, but it has sound blocking, so they hear way better than me, and they are in way bigger disadvantage if I just go outside from this spot, and if I decide to rotate all the way around, or if I decided to run away, they are in a much bigger advantage than I am. I can hear both of them on the right. One is on the metal and one is like close right next to the wall. I threw the stun first. I didn't hit anyone on the left, so I know they're not on the left. Then I threw the smoke. I just wanted to bait them to see if they're gonna push through smoke so I get a free kill. But they decided not to do anything, so I had to reposition because taking this peak while both of them are holding the right angle and I'm taking the left peak is not smart to do. I saw one guy down there, and I know one guy is up because the guy didn't move for the past 7 minutes. I know they weren't the great players because if you're left in 1v2 situation and you have like a good helmet and a good guns, there is no reason to play this low. If it was me and my friend, we would immediately just throw half of our utility, maybe all our utility if we know that we're not gonna fight anymore, and just push him 1v2, because 1v2 you're in a huge disadvantage. Again, I'm just trying to get the info. I'm trying to make them push me, because I know I will just kill them. I jumped across, I got shot on the leg. I wanted to bait them with a heal, so I started using heal and immediately cancelled it. Like maybe they will push me, but they just decided to stand where they were standing for the past 8 minutes. I also, for some reason, wanted to fight that biker first, because I just thought that he has way better position, and if I down him, or if I kill him, then there is a very high chance that I'm gonna finish the second guy also.
Tango here, entering the playground.
After 10 minutes of this brainless fighting, I just decided to do something. Pushed up, because having a upstairs vintage point is much better than playing downstairs. You can see everything way better. You have a head peak, which they can only see your head. My SH65 is full, so I'm very comfortable with having just my upper body exposed. The guy was looting my father. He was a very clean kill, very easy. And then the biker just peeked the same position that he was standing for the past 10 minutes. He just got mowed down also. This game, I'm focusing way more on just taking my teammates' loot out. I'm kind of fine with money. I sit comfortably at around 150 million cash, which gives me plenty of loadouts to run in the future. Even though if I die like 20 times in a row with the best gear, I'm gonna be a-okay. So I'm just trying to put my teammates first, because it's always teammates first if you're playing in a squad, and then loot later, and loot whatever you can. this was very funny for me because my father decided to drop the bag in the middle of the parking lot. Um, I was joking that he didn't only hide the bag from our enemies, he also hid the bag from me. In the bag, it was mostly loot of my friend, so I managed to min-max a lot of stuff. And also, a lot of them are telling me, hey, take this, this is important, leave this, this is not important. So I just follow their instructions, what they want out and what they want me to leave. Here I just let the footage go without giving any comments because I'm just playing Tetris. As you can see, I'm trying to pick up the most gear for my teammates. Thankfully, one had rush, or I had rush, and one had field, one had 9 to 6, and there was also a cowhide backpack, which are currently the 4 best backpacks, and I would only recommend taking those 4 if you're in a team, because you can stack very well. Rush, you can put 2 rushes into 9 to 6, you can put rush into cowhide, you can put cowhide and cowhide into 9 to 6. You can manage and cover a lot of extra slots with those 4 backpacks, and of course field backpack is the best backpack in the game because it is the biggest without any restrictions when it turns to slots. It's just a pure big backpack, that's it. while looting my kills. Again, I'm trying to get between 20 and 30k per slot. That I deem worth for Forbidden Airport. So every slot that I have, like additional, I'm trying to get that value into that slot. I was very happy when I opened this guy and he had another rush, which means that I can stack two FA multi chest freaks into it, and I will get additional slots to stack more stuff in.
We got trouble.
So I just went to double check my kills if I took everything from the attachments because I had a couple of slots left. I'm also trying to keep myself under 85 kilos because big stim is up until 85 kilos and it lasts 300 seconds, and the small stim is up until 80 kilos and lasts 180 seconds. So definitely limping across like 300 meters. While I heard like 10 minutes ago there were snipers out on the parking lot near the extract, is definitely not a smart choice. So keeping yourself under the weight limit is also decently important if you're crossing the map. So here I pinged the very common spot for rats to sit in. They can boost each other onto that spot and just sit there with the snipers. Personally, I didn't get killed from that spot, but my friend did, and I saw like streams where people just camp up there and just wait, which is, yeah, just be aware of that position. getting into this extract, I usually throw at least one stun grenade just to check if I'm gonna get a hit marker, because for some reason the most extraction fights I had was on this extract. People really like to camp it, but with 4 minutes left, I was like very high hope that nobody was in, but I was still checking it. A good tell that nobody is in is if there is a bot on the extract. You can see that bot there, which is like kind of sus, but nobody was here thankfully, so I managed to extract with no issues at all. Yeah, and that's it. Not very profitable raid for me, but I managed to take all my teammates' loot out. Ended up with getting 2.8 mil, 4 kills, which is I'm happy with. And yeah, I hope you liked the video, and I will see you in the next one.